just filmed an intro clip, but it might have been a little aggressive. To say I hate snow is probably the understatement of the millennium. And it's not that I hate snow. I think snow is pretty. I just don't want to have to live my everyday life in it. It's very inconvenient. It is wet, it is cold, it makes everything 10 times harder. Where I'm from, it was relatively mild. We also, you know, you go through winter, but you get a white Christmas. And Christmas is supposed to be white. Here, you get blistering cold, high winds, crazy awful weather. All the snow melts, you get a 50-degree Christmas with no snow. After Christmas, it comes right back. The winter here so far is just disgusting. And this is the mellowed down version of the first video I just filmed, because I don't know if that should ever see the light of day. I did get an SD card for my camera as well, so I didn't want to bring that out here because you can't walk, because you just slide around everywhere. But we'll go in, we'll have coffee, and we'll try to make ourselves be in a better mood. But God, does winter ick on my wow so hard. I just want to move to Florida or something. I'm not built for this. I'm not meant to be here. There's breakfast. I was filming yesterday, but then when I found out that we were gonna go to the store and I was gonna be able to get an SD card, I wanted to film it on here. So I was doing my makeup yesterday and I was telling you guys that I have a lot of things that I want to share, like a lot of things that I want to film. I'm trying to come up with, you know, playlist ideas and different like series ideas so that I'm not just doing the same 6 things just like Vlogmas, although I am sure that because of the way my life is, you guys will see a lot of the same 6 things. But I have 2 main goals for 2025, right? And one of them is YouTube, obviously. And the second one is to get back into like my fit girl era that I was before I started my previous job. So between the 2 of those things, it looks like some of my videos are going to be fitness related. Like I want to share, because I spent a lot of time working for bodybuilding.com, like many years. I studied kinesiology in college. So I do have some amount of base knowledge on health and fitness and all of those things. So I want to share my workout plans and my fitness plans and my diet and like what I eat in a days and my exercises that week or whatever videos that those could possibly be. Unfortunately, I also don't want to end up on the dark side of the internet. Like sometimes those health and fitness pages and diet pages and people who post that stuff get a ton of hate. I'm just not in the mood for hate. Like haters don't bother me, but like also not in the mood. I want my YouTube to be like a positive place. So I don't know, it feels fitting because that is one of my primary goals in 2025 to make videos about my fitness journey. But I also feel like I don't want to be known for that. I don't really want that to be my niche, you know, because that's not really what I want to post about long term. I just feel like it'll be a big part of my life in 2025. So I don't know. I have posted previous videos that I have privated since, and it was all about like starting a YouTube channel with me, like things that I learned, tips, tricks, just like what I learned along the way. So I kind of want to bring that back as well, just because I feel like a lot of people really liked it, and that's actually where I got my first few followers from. But I also don't want to give like bad advice and then realize it was bad advice months later and then have to go back and be like, oh, just kidding, don't do that, you know? So I was trying to do it like once a week, and now I'm thinking maybe it'll be like a series, but it'll be more like a series once every couple months. Let me know, like, if any of you guys have any ideas about what you want to see or what you think I'd be good at doing. Again, keep in mind, I don't have a car, and I don't have a ton of interest in leaving my house. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I just realized there's one other thing that I need to discuss, because this will be my first video not in Vlogmas, or not part of Vlogmas. I made my 2025 intro back in Missoula during the fall because I love fall. Fall is like my colors. And it was before we went and picked up Nova from my brother. So Nova is not part of the 2025 intro. I've considered redoing it, but then I would have to redo it here, and I just don't want to, and I think it's really cute. So 2026 intro will include Nova. Yesterday, I think I got done basically saying that we went to the store and I got an SD card. Also, when we went to the store, I got heat protectant and mousse and texturizing spray, all those things. And so yeah, I filmed me trying to use the Dyson again, which didn't go terribly. Obviously, it didn't go great because my hair is now up in a ponytail today. But this camera tracks you when you move, which can be convenient in some ways. Except for I was doing the piece where I put it in 2 times speed or 4 times speed or whatever, and re-watching it, the camera just goes like this the whole time because I am incapable of holding still. So I considered leaving it in there, but honestly, it was making me physically sick watching it back. So I took it out. So most of what I filmed yesterday is not going to end up in this vlog, but I have since turned off that feature, so hopefully the rest of this is going to go well. It is New Year's Eve, but I did go ahead and weigh myself, take all of my measurements, because it's not going to make much of a difference between today and tomorrow. So I filled all of that out in my planner. I actually made a new page for my planner because I realized I didn't have a way of like tracking when I weigh in every week. So I made a new page for that. And then I think I want to show you guys how I'm doing my meal plans and my workout plans, because I don't think I've shown you that yet. I think I've mentioned that I'm doing it, but I haven't shown you how I'm doing it. Okay, so this is the how. I'm not somebody who can follow like a strict plan. I need like an overview. If you tell me exactly what I have to do that day for a workout or exactly what I have to eat that day, I'm probably not going to do it. So I have like just meal ideas and it breaks down by macros and by calories. I know that this can be triggering for some people. It is not for me. So if this does not work for you, then don't do it. I personally don't have a problem with tracking calories and macros. But I basically just have a giant list of all sorts of breakfast ideas and then what the macros break down to and what the calories break down to. I plan out my dinners, as I've shown you guys, pretty much the whole month. And all of those dinners are on here as well. So you have breakfast, lunch, more lunches, and then dinners start down here and go all the way over here. So based on like what I've already planned for that dinner that day, I can pick my lunch for calories to meet my calorie goal for the day, if that makes sense. So if it's a higher calorie dinner, I know I'll probably need to have a lower calorie lunch and breakfast, but I don't have it planned exactly what I'm required to eat. I just get to pick from the list, knowing what is coming up later that day, if that makes sense. So I have all the breakfast, lunch, dinners, and snacks. And then obviously I'll come over here and I'll fill out my water intake, and then I'll fill out what I had for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. Then I do something very similar for the workout part of it. So I just have this basically because I know I'm not going to want to go to the gym. I don't want to rely on having to go to the gym. So I break it down by like legs, butt, abs, back, lats, chest, shoulders, and arms. And then I just have random workouts that work that general muscle area. And so, no, I don't write out exactly what workout I'm going to do that day. I'll just say, hey, I feel like doing legs today, or I feel like doing back today, I feel like doing abs today, whatever. And then I'll pick a couple exercises from that category. So it takes the pressure off. You know, when you go and you look at a workout that you have planned for the day and you're like, God, I don't feel like doing that, and then you don't want to do the workout, it kind of prevents that, doing it this way. Whatever I feel like working out is what I'll work out. Either way, you're burning calories, you're doing movement with your body. Like, so what if you do 3 leg days versus 1 arm day? It really, at the end of the day, doesn't matter that much for my goals. So I just have options. And then as you go, you'll come to the planner side of it and just fill in what you did, what weights you did, how many sets, reps, and the difficulty level. And then for cardio, you just write what you did that day. Like for me, I know every morning when I take out the dogs, I basically walk circles around the dog park. So that'll be my walking cardio for the day. But it's, to me at least, and I emphasize this is just what works for me. This is the way that I found the most success. It has the least amount of pressure and obligation and still feels like you have an immense amount of free will, but it keeps you in check still. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I made an Alani because that coffee just did not hit. Started to drink that, took a shower, did dishes. I want to do laundry so that that's done for the new year. I will say the Boise State Broncos, which if you did not know, I am from Boise, kind of, from around Boise, are playing in the Fiesta Bowl, question mark. I think it's the Fiesta Bowl tonight. And not gonna lie, they're probably gonna get their butts kicked. I hope not. Like, wouldn't that be iconic if they won? That would be crazy. I'm pretty sure they're playing Penn State, which they have no business beating. Oh, and I think my sister's Christmas gift to us has finally arrived. I think. I got a notification from the Luxor package thing, and it says I have a package, and I ordered nothing. So, we're gonna go get that as well. This is incredibly difficult, actually. Should I be wearing a jacket? Yes. Am I? No. We're taking out the trash and going to go pick up the package. I'm not even wearing shoes, to be honest. I'm just wearing slides. If I eat shit, it would be so bad because I'm carrying my camera and my phone in one hand and trash in the other. Also, my favorite part about people as a whole is, if you look at this, overflowing, right? The overflowing, the big one right next to it has nothing in it. Oh, I should have brought my keys. Oh shit. What? I'm gonna have to go in the front because I didn't bring my keys. I could have checked the mail too. Well, I just wasted a whole trip down here because the office is locked and closed, which means I have to go all the way back up to the house to get my keys, to get into the clubhouse to get the package. Okay, we're trying this one more time. I did braid my hair because by the time I got back inside, it was basically frozen. I got my keys. If you ever think, like, live on the 3rd floor so you don't have upstairs neighbors because that's annoying. Might as well be on the 3rd floor. Don't. The worst idea ever. I would be on the bottom floor, except the noise from the upstairs people, because there is nothing worse than having to walk up and down 3 flights of stairs every single day. Every single time you have to go and do anything, take out the trash, take the dogs out, go get packages, go to work, go to about 8,700 times a day. There's nothing worse. Plus, moving all your up 3 flights of stairs, don't recommend. Hopefully there's no one in here. Locker 3. Oh, I have to put in the code. This definitely looks international. Yep. Gonna go ahead and check the mail while we're down here. We made it back again. Watch out, guys. Okay. Let's see what's in the package. Or do I wait for David? No, probably not. I'll text him. No, you're good. And he said, no, you're okay. So we get to open it without him. This feels like a book. The 2025 Astrological Planner. Anybody who knows me knows I'm an absolute, or a new notebook. Ooh, it's like not, is it velvet? It's soft. I don't know what it is. Ooh, I like the backing of this. It's like not hard. It's like squishy. So when you open it, it actually opens flat, even though it's like a hardcover book. Oh man. This is lightly overwhelming. How to use this planner. And then there's calendar features, personal astrology birth chart, which I already have, by the way. One of my old roommates years ago was like super into astrology and stuff, so I let her do my full chart. This is so far above my reading level. A spectarian? I'm gonna have to Google a lot of this, but I mean, I don't know if any of y'all are into this. I find this very interesting. Like, would I say I live, die, breathe by my astrology chart, my astrological, I don't even know what it's called. No, but I find it very, very fun to look at and look into. I do think this is probably the prettiest book that I own. Happy New Year, everyone. The Broncos, in fact, lost last night, but they actually played pretty decently well. I was impressed. Nobody went in with the expectation of them winning, which is a little sad, but also, like, they were playing Penn State. So, today is the day. Today is the day everything changes and we live our new best life. This coming week, there are, I think, 3 days where the weather doesn't even reach the 20s. I also have been editing this vlog as I've gone, and all I've done is ramble the entire time. We're back in from outside. I know I've spoke about it previously, but I literally live in the worst apartment complex known to mankind. We went to go try and pay our rent, and like, we got this weird utility bill, and it says we owe nothing. Which, if that was true, that'd be great, but I know it's not true. I know somebody just messed up. I owe a utility bill to a company that I've never heard of. Like, I pay our utilities every month to a certain company, and this bill is from the apartment complex and says to pay it on a utility bill's website, or a utility company's website that I've never heard of. And it says we don't owe rent or anything for January. It says we owe $0. And then when we look at future upcoming charges, it says we don't owe anything till February. Which, if true, great, but I know they messed up or something, and then they're gonna want us to pay double in February, and it's going to piss me off. Anyway, I'm starving, so we're gonna make breakfast and coffee. Also, I tried these, and they're okay. Fingers crossed. Pretty good. So our dinner tonight is going to be roughly 400 calories, 330 for the pulled pork and then vegetables. So I think we're going to do chicken salad and crackers for lunch, and then an egg, 2 strips of bacon, and toast for breakfast. the breakfast. Nothing crazy, but looks good to me. I had breakfast and now I'm making an Alani because I know I'm gonna need the caffeine. I will say so far, as a January 1st of 2025 is looking up for us, people. I've had a really good morning. I'm having like a feel myself kind of day. I will say, of all the things that I want to get better at in 2025, I can tell you that drinking water is going to be the hardest one. I hardly drink any water at all. This that I drink my Alani out of is 24 ounces, so I do count that. However, usually this would be the only thing I drank all day. So before I allow myself to drink this Alani, I'm going to have a full Gatorade. What is your problem? I'm going to have a full Gatorade. This is 20 fluid ounces. I find that kind of annoying because I did all my like logs in 12, so 12, 12, 12, 12, and this will be 20 instead of 24. So I'll have to drink 4 more ounces to count 2 glasses off in my planner. But anyway. Cheers to 2025 and healthy habits. I feel like this would be easier to chug if it wasn't cold. We're almost there. What, halfway-ish? Just a little bit left. We did it. That was only a touch painful. Now we can drink the Alani. It feels weird that it's literally already time for lunch, but it's almost 2 o'clock, and after drinking that Alani, if I don't eat, I'm going to get nauseous. So we're gonna make lunch. Salt. Garlic powder. And pepper. few crackers. And that is lunch. We're gonna grab another 24-ounce Starbucks cup and drink another 24 ounces of water with lunch. I don't even want to tell you how many times I've already gone to the bathroom today. Okay, we've made it into the office and I'm officially going to try this at-home Pilates board. I haven't looked up videos or tutorials or anything. I'm just going to try a couple different workouts, see how difficult it is, and see what it's like. And if worse comes to worse, we're going to resort to the weights because that is what I know how to do. I'm outside with Scout again. Sorry, it's so cold that I don't want to take this down, but I know my voice gets muffled if I don't. So I'm outside with Scout, and I think that's where I'm going to call this vlog. I literally just talked the whole time, so if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but I'm really excited to start like normal vlogs and just see where it can go, and I'm looking forward to and putting positive vibes out there for 2025. So thank you for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.